I'm not finished yet.
Sorry. Welcome back to the 5 and day 1 of the government shutdown. Anarchists, arsonists, blackmailers, and kidnappers. Sorry, compose. All terms the left has used to describe the patriots trying to save the republic from Obamacare.
Sorry.
But it took ABC News to take it one step further. Check out ABC's Capitol Hill reporter John Parkinson. Go there. Where, you ask? Ladies and gentlemen, ABC News playing the race card. Here's what he said. In a blog, he said, House Majority Leader Eric Cantor tweeted out this photo of the, get this, all-white male conferees meeting at an empty table. So, Greg, we arsonists, anarchists, blackmail, and now ABC's jumping on board, giving a little help.
I'm surprised that they even mentioned racism, because I assumed that they already thought we were racist for other things. That's just a forgotten thing. I did some calculations. I figured out the only way to balance the favorable Obamacare coverage of the last 5 years is for me to repeat that Obamacare sucks until 3142 AD. And then it's still barely.
Dana, what about this media rollout of Obamacare?
Well, I think a lot of the reporters did go through the, I can't believe it was 17 years ago, the first shutdown. So they have their experiences with it. Also, most of these people are employees, so they have health insurance, and they think that Obamacare was a good idea and that Republicans are ridiculous.
So I opened the show, this segment, laughing because in the break, Greg pointed out he didn't think there was 150 languages. We all kind of agreed.
Well, 150 languages don't deserve translation to Obamacare.
Bob claims he can come up with 150, so he's doing it. And as I read one of them, it said Irish.
It did not say Irish. You show me where it says Irish. You tell me where it says Irish.
Anyway.
It says English. English. That's a problem with you right-wingers. You think everybody speaks Irish.
Did you also put down Canadian?
I did not, because they're French.
Anyway,
yeah, that's good.
So, Bob, you have to agree that the media is completely in the tank for Obama. Would you not?
I haven't finished my languages.
Keep going.
Do I think? No, I don't think they are at all. I think that there are what they have done. I think fairly responsibly. Look, they beat up Obamacare. The New York Times has been pretty tough on them
lately.
The fact is that you have a responsibility when you have something like this, like it or not, to try to explain how it works. And I think some of these organizations...
Or doesn't work?
Calling them arsonists.
Or doesn't work?
I happen to think it's working today.
Using the race card, though, is a little bit much. Wouldn't you say, Ange?
Yeah, and when it needed to work, when the media was doing an actual demonstration on live television on MSNBC, oops, it didn't work. So I think there have been some publications that have been fair. Forbes has been fair. There's been a number that have actually covered the problems in this. But really, to cover it fairly, you have to understand the bill. And I don't think a lot of reporters understand, well, I should say, the law. I don't think most of them will be signing up for it. And I will have to say, in Robert's defense, have you seen his girlfriends? He's dated a lot of different women from a lot of different countries, so he could maybe complete this list.
Can we roll the side of Bob Schieffer over the weekend talking about whether the Americans like or dislike Obamacare? Just take a look at this.
There is bipartisan opposition to Obamacare, not bipartisan support. There's only partisan support. And you know good and well the Senate
that's
Democrats...
not entirely true. Polls suggest that. Polls say that most people favor it.
No, most people oppose what is happening with Obamacare. I have looked at poll after poll after poll.
Do you
and
agree
Bob,
with that, Congressman?
They don't want it.
Okay, so you saw that little sign, that little eye, that's the CBS eye. So let's take a look at a CBS poll. Turns out 51% disapprove, while only 39% approve of Obamacare. So, Dana, thoughts on Bob Schieffer not reading his own polls?
Here's what I think. I think that Representative Marsha Blackburn, who was the original author of the delay piece, which I think it would still have been a good deal that Obama should have taken, she comes prepared to interviews, and she was right.
I wouldn't blame Bob Schieffer. He was busy on a second job in Middle Earth.
That was important.
How many guys?
Final thought, I think they can cover up the headlines as much as they want to cover them up, or choose not to report them, or fudge whatever polls they want. But again, I think the American public is so savvy when it comes to health care that even if they never cover Obamacare again, I think people can see their premiums going up.
Are you kidding
Yes,
me?
Bob.
You think the American people understand what this health care bill's about?
Oh, absolutely.
I think
they're about to find out.
Yeah,
okay. Good.
All right, we're going to leave it there.
Wait, how many does he have?
What?
How many does he have?
I'm going to guess around 60 or so, but